Welcome to another Pride edition of Nick's Nerd Network. This is week 2 of Pride, and I wanted to share a little bit more information with you. So, this is Nick's Nerd Network, and I'm Nick. So, Pride, again, it's really special to me. I haven't been out that long, and Columbus is really my first experience being around a lot of like minded people who are part of the LGBT community and very supportive of me. And I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of like me figuring things out and when I first realized I was gay. Now, I'm very new, like I keep saying, and there's a lot of things I don't get, so it's been a learning experience. Like the other day, I bought this hat thinking that the boy was kind of like a gender thing. I thought it was somewhat funny. Like, oh, it's like an obvious thing putting on my head. They had a lot of other gender identity type hats where it was referring to like women or transgender things like that. But I saw this and then I not realizing like the boy fetish because when I went to check out, the person said, "Oh, like you need a daddy fan or a daddy hat to go with that." And I said, "No, I don't think that's for me." But anyways, back on topic. Let's talk about when I first realized I was gay. Now, I think there was a lot of hints growing up. I didn't really like fully come out to myself until I was around 23, but there was a lot of hints as I grew up. So, a lot of times if I was around other guys when I was in high school and I assume I was like feeling levels of attraction, I interpret it as I'm feeling jealous. I feel jealous of their like body, or I feel jealous of their face or their hair or how they look, not realizing that was me like feeling attracted or like a little bit confused. So I was convincing myself that it was something that they had that I wanted because I was jealous. And I soon realized, well, I guess not soon, but later on realized that that wasn't the case. I would say my first real exposure to gay culture, and probably why Columbus is so close to home to me, it actually is my home, is because my first gay experience, not like being gay, but like being around gay people, was Highball, which is a huge costume party that they have in Columbus, Ohio every year. It's actually one of the biggest Halloween parties in the nation. And I was around that, and it was the first time I like, entered into that bubble where being gay was normalized. So I was with my friend at the time. We were both kind of like confused, not out to each other or not really out to ourselves. And we were in this place that was fully accepting. I saw a cowboy making out with an astronaut, and I thought, like, wow, like, what kind of place is this? Like, I was uncomfortable. I wasn't sure what was going on, but like, I loved it for some reason. I was exposed to my first drag queen, Nina West, and she was amazing. I always thought drag queens were scary, but she was amazing. She like was super comfortable. She did a great performance, and I fell in love with costuming. I went and here's a picture. I've shown this before. It is me in my Cyclops costume, my very first highball. Not the greatest, but after that, I really wanted to step up my game, and that's kind of why I got into cosplay. I think for me, when I finally like drove it home and clicked that I was gay, was when I had quit cross country. I was a cross country team in college, and I was just tired of cross training. So I wanted to try something new. I joined swimming, which got me into swimming, which I do now, and I quickly realized that the swim instructor in the class, he was someone my age. He was very attractive. There was like nothing romantic there, but something I really responded well to, which didn't make sense to me, is like he always took the time to like take me aside and work with me. He wasn't in the pool with me. He was very professional, so don't get any the wrong ideas. But he gave me lots of one-on-one attention and was like really invested in how I was doing and how I was performing. And I really didn't have a lot of connections with a lot of males because it's kind of like a sense of nervousness. I think a lot of gay men have. And so I realized in that instance, like, oh, like, why am I responding so like positively to this? Like, maybe I just really like kind of getting this one-on-one concern or like attention or feelings like another man's invested in me and how I'm doing and what I'm doing, taking an interest in me personally. And I think that's when it finally clicked with me that I might be gay. I was like attracted to him. I had a little bit of a crush. Nothing ever happened. He was straight as far as I know. Um, but yeah, nothing ever happened. But I that's when I first realized like, oh, like being gay isn't just being attracted to other men. It's also like this sense of, I don't know, this sense of comfort and this sense of trust. And it was something that I'd never really felt or considered when like dating women or anything like that. So that's how I think I realized I was gay. And I'll talk to you more about this, and we'll talk a little bit more of my coming out a little bit later this week. So this is all I had to say. This is Nick's Nerd Network, and this is Nick signing off. Happy Pride! If you like this episode of Nick's Nerd Network, please like and subscribe. If you have different opinions or would like to share some of your ideas, please share these in the comment section below. Please keep it constructive and friendly. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.